Hello and welcome to the workshop for Understanding by Design, also known as UbD Stage 1. My name is Candace and I'll be the instructor for this session. Before we begin, it's important to remember that stages 1 through 3 will all revolve around the big idea. The big idea is the primary focus of any UbD lesson and will be explained in student language, so your attendees and participants will understand the importance of the lesson itself. This idea may also be explained in detail if you are utilizing a Stage 0 template, which allows you, the instructor, to specifically outline the program, course, and unit information, as well as associated professional organizations, a history of the unit, your audience, and the why of your lesson. Let's get started with template number 1. In stage number 1, we will identify desired results. The first part of stage 1 is the course and unit summary. In this area, you will list specific details about your course, such as the subject or discipline, class name and number, class time frame, the grade level to which you will be teaching, keywords, the district, university, or organization, and the school, department, or corporation, as well as the type or types of schools and organizations. You can list the textbook you will be utilizing for the class and links to any online resource material you will be utilizing. The next section is regarding the unit, where you will list the specific unit title and time frame and where this unit will fit into the overall class. The unit delivery can be identified and may be a mixed method. In the course design section, you can outline why you're developing in this course, the time frame which you will be teaching, and the level of expertise that will be provided. As we move into the unit summary, you will give a unit overview. This will essentially be a revised, inspirational, big idea, written in simple words. You may recall, if you use stage 0, a big idea will be written there. This unit overview, however, will not be quite as teacherly or boring, but is an opportunity to ensure your students become interested in the subject matter, and again, will be written in a more inspirational way. Next, you'll re-identify the professional organizations you will be using. You will list the organization, the URL to their site, and the direct URL to their competencies if available. You will be utilizing these competencies later in stage 1. The standards and competencies will be listed here. Most professional organizations have competencies of their own, so you'll need to identify which ones can best be utilized in this unit. You'll list the code on the left-hand side as well as the specific competency to the right. Competency codes will be used throughout the next several sections, starting with transfer. When you're identifying how the information will transfer, you want to think about the long-term, independent accomplishments that are desired in this lesson. You can start the sentences with, students will be able to use their learning independently to. You'll list the transfer codes to the left, the sentence in the center, and the competency code used earlier on the right-hand side. You will likely have multiple competency codes on the right-hand side throughout this template. Meaning is the next section. So you'll want to have an understanding that results from reflecting on and analyzing the learning. Students will be able to think about thought-provoking questions, and we hope those questions will foster inquiry, meaning-making, and transfer. These questions will be in the form of a question, and you will use an essential question code to the left with the question in the center, and again, your professional organization competency codes to the right. Similarly, as we move into the understandings, you'll want to think about what you want students to understand. These understandings will be in the form of statements such as students will understand that. The understanding codes will be to the left with sentences in the center and your professional organization competency codes to the right. Acquisition is the next section. You want to make sure throughout your lesson that students are acquiring knowledge and skill. This is how you'll identify what you want your students to learn by the end of the unit. This could be facts and basic concepts that they will be able to know and recall. Your K codes will be listed to the left to indicate the knowledge code, with your competency codes identified again on the right-hand side and the statement in the center. Skills will be the next section, similar to the ones before. So your skills codes will be to the left, with your sentences in the center and additional organization competency codes to the right. This section will allow you to identify what discrete skills and processes students should be able to use in the lesson. For example, students will be skilled at and identify that particular skill or process. Throughout the sections in stage number 1, you may have multiple identifiers or few, depending on your lesson. This is the conclusion of stage number 1.